I do. Let's open her up. I am sorry. She's actually beautiful. And then this is the back. Oh, stunning. Okay. I'm sorry. I mean, you've done it again. You've literally done it again. This is incredible. I can't wait for today, like my work day to be over so I can read this. So excited.
Guys, I think the Amazon man has forgotten about me. My book still isn't here. It's 6:09. Been waiting all day for my book. I even just took myself out on a run to see if I could spot. I wanted to distract myself and see if I could spot him. Run down the road and grab my book. I'm so sad. I'm literally so sad. I pre-ordered it, and then I thought it was gonna come at like 1 o'clock, and then I could just spend the afternoon reading, but I just worked. Well, I had to work anyway, but I worked, and I thought I was gonna log off early and, you know, read my book. I worked through my lunch. This is what you get, guys. It's not here.
Okay, guys, it's now the end of the day. I've done everything I needed to do today for work. Got everything sorted for like just in general. I've made myself a cup of chai. I've got my book. I've got my pen. I've got my highlighter. I've got my annotation supplies. And we are going to start this book. Wish me all the luck in the world, because if you know Jessa, you know she has a way of not only breaking your heart but also mending it and putting it back together and then breaking it again. So let's see if Conditions of Will has the same effect that every other Jessa Hastings book has on me.
Look what just arrived! I didn't think it was going to come today because the Amazon just said delivered. It didn't even say the time frame anymore. But let me set you guys up so that we can unbox her. I felt like the last one invited to the birthday party. Camera eats first. Camera eats first. Wow. 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 Look at, I'm sure Slice has already shown you this. Look at the artwork. Wow. She is, I immediately want to like rip the cover off because it's a paperback and I literally hate them, but she is divine. Oh my god. Do you want me to read you the synopsis? London-based Georgia Carter has long been estranged from her wealthy conservative South Carolina family until she gets a text, "Dad's dead." As Georgia returns for the funeral, she is reunited with her favourite brother, Oliver. She meets his AA sponsor, Sam. Georgia and Sam instantly draw together, but Georgia can't help noticing how her brother looks at Sam, and the last thing she wants is to hurt her only real family. Tensions rise when their father's will reveals an inheritance to a mysterious stranger. To find out who, and more importantly why, Georgia, Oliver and Sam set off on a road trip to uncover the truth about their father's life. As secrets, bold, old and new, threaten to push the Carters beyond breaking point, there are only so many cracks a damaged family can take before it shatters. I can't wait to start reading this!
We're 100 pages in. We were 100 pages in 2 days ago. We're still 100 pages in because I haven't read any more. But I'm enjoying it. I mean, it's easy. Do you know what I mean? It's Jessa. It's Jessa, okay? It's Jessa. So it's not going to take a lot for me to enjoy this book. It's really not. Her writing, that's it. I'm in. I'm sold. I feel like the main character, Georgia, is pretty, like, she's a solid main character. I feel like I like her. So that's really helpful. I've started annotating. See a couple of those tabs? However, what I've done, and I'm not sure why I decided to do this, is that some of the things I've highlighted, as you can see, and other things I've underlined. Why I decided to flip between the two, I really don't know. It's very good. It's quite like, it's a Jessa book. Do you know what I mean? There's the humour. There's the Jessa humour. It's like being in, well, it's not like being in Magnolia Parks because nothing's like Magnolia Parks. It's not like being in Never because that's very different. This is also very different, but like in a good way. Like I'm enjoying this and it's impressive. It's very impressive that Jessa can basically write a book. It still feel like it's written by her, and like, if you love her writing, then you will love this book because it's Jessa. But yet the story be so different, and like the way it's written is still very different from the other two series, but it's like, it's still the same, if that makes sense. I do just have one gripe. There's just one little gripe. Okay, two actually. One, there's been a couple of spelling mistakes, so her editor should be fired because I spotted them. And two, the MMC currently doesn't wear shoes a lot of the time. And I get it, he's Australian. They're chill, their vibes, that's their vibe. It's not mine. It's just not mine.
Hello, who would like a book update? I am 37 pages in and I've read this book since Tuesday. So I'm making ridiculously slow progress. I'm enjoying it. We've just met the male lead, Sam Penny, and she's gone home because I think you find out on the back, but her dad dies, so she has to go home. I'm just making really slow progress, to be honest, because I think life has just been lifing. Life is worth living. Yeah, so I'm going to try and read some more tonight, but my eyes are tired again. Why can I not read? Why can I not read? I would just like to read you this quote, guys. So basically, he's got a tattoo of a Catherine on his arm, okay? So he comes to her bedroom in the evening, in the nighttime at 2 a.m. and she says, she's not letting him in. And he says, why not? I tried to keep it light, flash him a playful look. You've got a Catherine on your arm already. You don't need a Georgia. I don't know, he shrugs, holding my gaze. I could need a Georgia. Trust me, I lift my eyebrows. You don't, they're not worth it. I'm pretty sure they are. We are! We literally are.
Okay, guys. I was on the fence about this book, okay? I was on the fence. I was having a good time. I was like, yeah, it's good. The writing's a little bit sloppy. Some things have annoyed me about that. And then she does it again. Miss Jessa Hastings. Honestly. Look, okay, that just cut me off because I had a timer going. Jessa's gone and done it again. I'm on chapter 29. I'm on page 215. If you've read the book, or you read the book and you then watch this video, I'm not going to do the spoiler. I'm not doing a spoiler. But let's just say she's left a massive Easter egg in this book. And I don't think my heart can handle what she has potentially suggested. Not my heart, probably. Actually, my entire being. And I can't tell you guys because no, I don't think any of you have read this yet. And if you have read this and you understand my pain, and I can't talk to G because Georgia is not at this point yet. I will insert a clip to highlight what I sent to her when I got to this point in the book because I know she's not there yet. So you can all understand the level of pain, the level of pain I am currently in. But I'm going to need you to make something very much a priority because if I don't talk to you about this, I think I might actually explode. You need to get to chapter 29. Get to chapter 29, specifically page 215. I need you to get to that point in this story because I thought this was coming and I thought this was coming up a page or so ago, and now it's written there in black and white on the page, and now I don't know what to do with myself, because I don't know if I can physically put myself in that state to want to know how.
Hello everyone. Oh my god, let me clean that camera. Sorry, I bet Nick, you never thought you'd see this face again on this vlog, did ya? I am, some weeks have passed. No, about a week has passed. I am in bed again, where I spend a majority of my life. And oh no, I probably need my glasses, don't I? So I thought I'd give you a book update, but I haven't really done anything in terms of reading. I went on my friend's hen do, so I've been in Malta for the past few days, and I just obviously haven't read. I took it on my Kindle and I did some reading. I'm currently on page 250. She wishes it was 300. And I am going to literally sit and try and read, but something's happened. We don't know what. There was like an Easter egg. Georgia was with Anatole. I don't know if I love Sam Penny. I don't know, but I kind of do. But I'm just not like, I'm not as attached to these characters as I was with the Magnolia Parks universe. But, you know, that's fair. That's not going to happen. Like, that only happens every so often in book world. I loved Never. I'm enjoying this, but yeah, I don't think it's going to be like a new Roman Empire, like 6-star read for me. But I'm going to try and sit here. Should I see how long it says I have left? I think I have like 5 hours left. Yeah, it says I have 5 hours left of this book. So I may be some done tonight and then some done tomorrow, so that I can finish it, start a new book in a new week. But yeah, we'll see. I'm 51% through. I thought I was further than that, but clearly I'm not. So yeah, we'll see. But I will let you know my thoughts as I have them. But as it stands, I'm just going to put some reading ambiance on and try and just sit and read, because I have no plans for this afternoon. I should go and sit outside really, but I just want to sit in bed. I feel so sorry for Oliver. Like, I feel so sorry for Oliver. I mean, I know he's kind of not a very nice person sometimes, but I'm on chapter 46, 72% through. This book says I have 3 hours left. I'm going to go back and do all my annotations and stuff once I'm finished it, but because I've been highlighting bits on my Kindle. But I just feel so sorry for Oliver, because like, it's bringing back all these feelings of like when you like someone and they don't like you back. So sad. Like, it's so messy. Like, Jessa just has this way of being messy. She's so messy. Our girl Jessie is messy. I'm just going back and putting in some of my like annotations for my Kindle. I have about 100 pages left, so I'm literally gonna power through them, but I thought, let me just annotate my physical copy, because obviously I want it to go on my shelf. And I need to read you this quote. Because no one does it like Jessa. It says, and being near him like this feels like smelling petrol. You just keep inhaling forever. I can't completely tell which way's up and which way's down anymore. Like, no one does metaphors like Jessa. I swear to God. If someone said that being near me was like inhaling petrol, I don't know, actually. Now I'm thinking about it, would that be nice? Is inhaling petrol nice? I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to keep doing my little annotating for another hour, and then hopefully I can finish this book. How exciting. I thought that I would just catch up with you guys, because I followed the Conditions of Will. I finished the Conditions of Will yesterday evening. I have a few thoughts. I am a Jessa Hastings like super fan. I've met her. Elisa will insert a picture here. We obviously are Magnolia Parks like ride or die girls. I think she's amazing. When I read Magnolia Parks, it like changed my whole entire life, and it did. I'm not even being dramatic when I say that. Never, I loved Never. I thought it was really clever, and I just basically I love her work. So that is like the preface of this. I don't think that it was one of my favorites that I've read from Jessa, I feel like the writing was sometimes like it needed, and don't get me wrong, Magnolia Parks, the sort of end books, or Daisy book 1, felt like this at times too, but because I loved the characters so much and was so connected to the characters, like it just didn't bother me. But her writing sometimes looks like it needs a once over. I know that sounds really weird. Sometimes I think I'm reading like a draft, an unedited draft, and maybe that's just her brain, and I get that, like everyone like writes and reads differently, but I was kind of like at times like, oh, this could have done with like another once over, this could have been edited. So that was my first thought. I thought that Georgia and the storyline about her always putting everyone, if you haven't read it then obviously don't listen to this, but her whole life, I think the point of the book was Georgia, like her whole life has put everyone before her. Her brother's an alcoholic, she was like worried about him, her family's just really shit, and like she kept this massive secret to kind of save her face for her family. Then she goes back and something happens and like this big secret's outed, and then she meets Sam, who's actually her brother's AA sponsor, so it's not like so there's complications there with the brother, and it's kind of like, yeah, good for you, Georgia. Like I would have told these people what happened like years ago and been like, actually every single one of you can feel bad and actually F right off. And then B, like I'm putting myself first. Oliver, he's not gay. Sam's not gay. Like it should have just been one conversation and been like, mate, I'm actually going to pursue this because I quite like this fella and he's not gay. If he was gay, then I'd step back and let you do your thing. But he's not gay. So I kind of feel like, yeah, as Jessa does, she loves a miscommunication, kind of dragging something out. So I enjoyed it. I think I gave it 4 stars. It's not one of my favourites. And do I wish that we would have just had Daisy 3? Yeah, I do. I know she's got these great stories in her head, and I'm sure they're great for after the finished series. Please, let's finish the series. Please. I'm asking you nicely, Jessa, please.
I just finished. Conditions are well. Okay. A couple of things. One, I think the writing's a little bit sloppy. Her editor should have gone back and checked it before it was published, because there are quite a lot of mistakes. Despite that, it was everything I wanted it to be and more, because it's Jessa. And this is what I mean when I say, and Rachel Catherine said it perfectly in like one of her videos. She like basically said, like, she was like, there's a part in my brain that is like a Jessa filled hole, and like anything she writes like scratches that part of my brain. Like that's literally anything, I'm telling you now, anything this woman writes, even if it literally was like a recipe about how to make a tuna sandwich, I would read it, and guess what? It would be the best tuna sandwich recipe I've ever read in my life. So now onto the book, just in general. There were some things that annoyed me. It was very insta-lovey. That's not my vibe. I'm not about that. That is why Magnolia Parks will forever be my favourite series of all time, because it's not, there's a lot of background to the story, like people know each other, like it's very like natural, the progression between each of their relationships. Even like Christian and Daisy, like it's all very like natural, realistic. They don't say they love you, like, wait, hold on. They don't say I love you within like 5 minutes. In this, we kind of got that. It's not my vibe. In terms of a trope, I don't want to see that. I'm literally not that bothered about that, like at all. Like it's not realistic to me. People don't just fall in love within 5 seconds. So that was something I didn't like. I found parts of it really hard to read, which obviously proves that I felt something when reading this book. But I think there were lots of dynamics in the story, and people changed and they grew, and you felt everything. And as you will have seen in the end, I did get a little bit teary, because Jessa just has that way about like making you feel that way. So yeah, I'm giving it 4.5 stars. It's not getting 5 stars because, as I said, there were things that don't make it perfect to me, but it will still remain a book I will forever keep. I did tab it. See, there were some interesting points, not mainly those little Easter eggs, the little nuggets that Jessa likes to put in there. For context, Conditions of Will is set after Daisy 4. So when you read that, just that's your level of context, okay? And I didn't, like, there was more than one like reference of people that were in like the Magnolia Parks series, which I didn't realise. So that was nice to kind of be brought back into that world. But yeah, that's it now. I might have to read Magnolia Parks again. Like start my reread and my re-annotation read. I might have to do that. Thanks for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you enjoyed our return to the reading vlogs. We'll hopefully have a few more at some point. If you did like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and tell all your friends about us. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye!